Okay, so today we're going to talk about how the angles and sides in one triangle relate to each other in terms of listing them in order from least to greatest. Obviously, if we're given all the sides and all the angles, it's a relatively trivial task of listing them in order from least to greatest. But if I'm only given the sides, I can figure out, maybe not the exact values of the angles just yet, but I can figure out the relative order, which angle should be smallest, which angle should be biggest. And the same concept for the sides if I'm only given angles. Turns out, if I'm any one side of a triangle, if it's longer than another side, then the angle opposite that longer side has to be larger than the angle opposite the shorter side. So for example, if I have this triangle right here, this is 12 and this is 9, well, I may not know exactly the angle measurement for angle C or angle A. I do know based off this, angle C has to be greater than angle A, because angle is opposite 9, which is smaller than 12. And then the reverse is true. If I'm given the angles, while I may not be able to figure out the actual length of the sides, larger angles are opposite longer sides, shorter angles are opposite shorter sides. So if I have a triangle like this, D, E, F, 25, 60, well, I may not know the exact values of side DE and EF. I do know because EF is opposite a smaller angle than DE, EF has to be smaller than DE. Don't know the exact values just yet, but I can figure them out. So we can use that concept. So I want to list all the angles and sides in order from least to greatest. Now, I'm only given two sides, 8.2 and 7.1. However, I can find the third side, but I really don't need to. This is a right triangle. And a right triangle with a hypotenuse, the one opposite 90 degrees, is the biggest side. So my smallest side is clearly BC, and then AB, and then AC. And now the angles, well, the angle that's opposite BC is angle A. The angle opposite AB is angle C. And the angle opposite AC is angle B. And that's all we're looking for, listing sides and angles in order from least to greatest. One thing that can make this process a little bit easier, if you list your sides first, BC, notice for triangle ABC, what letter is missing? A. There's the angle opposite. AB, what letter is missing? C. AC, what letter is missing? B. So as long as you list the given information in order correctly, which should not be that difficult because they give you all the information, the correct order for the other piece of information is just the remaining letter, or if I give you angles, the remaining sides will be the letters then. So we'll see in the next example. So I have angle D is 39, angle E is 62. Now I currently do not know angle F, however, it's not that hard to find. All three angles of a triangle have to add to 180 degrees. So therefore the third angle is just 180 minus the other two. And we will find if we work that out, angle F will turn out to be 79 degrees. So, listing my angles in order from least to greatest, very trivial because I have all of them. Smallest angle is angle D. Next angle is angle E, followed by angle F. And that means our sides, well, angle D, opposite that is EF, the missing two letters. Opposite angle E is DF, again, based off the triangle, the missing two letters. And opposite angle F is DE. Again, I currently do not know, and actually I'll never be able to figure out exactly the values of EF, DF, and DE, given only the angles, but I can at least know EF has to be the smallest, then DF, then DE. So that's all you're doing if you're asked to list angles and sides of a triangle in order from least to greatest. So next time we're going to start talking about how we can relate triangles to each other using these kind of concepts. So I will see you next time.